What's up, Fred? Welcome to the stream, buddy. I am streaming Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. It just came out a couple days ago. I had this on pre-order. How are you doing, buddy? Plan on sticking around? Already, I think this game looks awesome. Let me go through settings, turn on subtitles. Video. Gameplay. Subtitles are on. Let me turn down the music audio, or turn down the... I love the music already. I'm gonna adjust my microphone, turn it up a little bit. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started, fellas. Let's look at how to play. I think actually, John wants to challenge you. From what I know, we have a friend named John, but it's not John Watson. This is set in the earlier times whenever he's figuring things out, I guess. Let's go ahead and hit new game. Get right into it, fellas! Alright. Press any button to continue. So I played Devil's Daughter. And I have the other games. I decided I want to play the others. But they weren't that fun last time I looked at them.
Ginger, that's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
Thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Travelling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
That's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late.
Water on his face looks a little weird.
We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth
You can't hear me.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not...
I don't know if I was talking whenever you...
Oh, at last.
Can you hear me now?
This cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together.
If you can't hear me, I'll probably end up pausing the stream real quick and checking the audio. But everything should be working. I'm hearing myself. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, I don't know if, okay. What have you been into, man? Since high school. Oh, are you going to the alumni concert December 18th?
Hey, Sherry, come on, catch up. Yes, yes. Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice. Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
He's right here, but I just want to explore.
Welcome to Il Palazzo de Lusso, sir. If you need something, sir, please inquire at reception.
All right.
Welcome to Il Palazzo di Lusso, sir. We just need your signature.
Sure. I'll give you my signature.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221 prepared for you. I see it was reserved for 2 people. Would you like a second key?
Oh, no, I think we'll stick together.
Very good. Rooms are upstairs, sir. Welcome to Cordona.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room.
So,
I hope there's a balcony with a view.
I want to make a quick prediction. I don't think John exists. I think he's fake or imaginary in our head. Because, I don't know, I haven't. It's just a quick prediction. I want to go with my gut. I'm probably totally wrong. So I saw part of this gameplay, and I know there's a cane over here. But what am I supposed to do? Huh.
Would you like a drink, sir? Would you like a drink, sir?
Yes. How? Okay. Finally, keep your cigarettes. I really think they did an awesome job with details. Obviously, it's not the best, but I don't really think they're the company who makes these games are really well funded, you know? I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just rambling on. But I don't think you're allowed to smoke in here, sir. I'm gonna have to take you in. Where'd John go? Here's John.
Your room is upstairs, sir. Number 221.
Oh, I guess they want me. 221 Baker Street. I think that's what it is. I think that's a little Easter egg.
I apologize, sir, but your room is not yet ready. Perhaps, in the meantime, you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight, the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Let's check what they have on offer.
Alright. I could go for some food.
Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
Benedict's batch. That could be an Easter egg to
Sherry,
Benedict
just our luck.
Cumberbatch. Maybe? I don't know.
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a séance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it
I guess
isn't.
we're an
You do not
arrogant
need a
prick.
lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
Come now, Sherry. What did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
Here's some ceviche.
Okay, time to check if John found us a nice table for the evening.
Yep, that's where the cane
Sherry,
is.
I'm over here with my new Ursine companion. What are you waiting for? Put the dish down so we can tuck in.
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Deliver it to him? Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look.
A little tired. Alright, let's look at this thing.
The cane is made of ebony. It's worn uncared for and bears the scars of numerous hits. A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow, perhaps the Fielding family or meadow. The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner.
Do I have to pick it up
I
too?
hope you noted down your
Okay.
observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
Press C to open the casebook. Okay. Press X. Okay, I've got that.
May I ask you something?
I can't help you with that, sir.
There was a guy out here. This cane, I can speak. Can I go in here?
Can I ask you a question?
Friend, you're lucky there is something I know about this.
Well, even with your keen senses, Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
And would you be confident enough to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
Try to find the former Navy officer. Think. This cane is an accessory of the bridge. I think that's our number one suspect over there. Q to get out. Alright. Yeah, let's go ask that guy outside.
May I ask for your assistance?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
I'm just going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
Why doesn't John follow me? I had to open Twitch on my PS4. Hey man, do whatever you need.
This hotel, this island, it's full of
Thanks for
thieves.
contributing your view.
First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! Do you even know who I am? Hey boy, that's my cane!
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made.
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Let's go ahead and observe. By the way, John playing the piano in that cutscene, and no one noticed him playing the piano, further supports my prediction that he might be imaginary. Alright, let's swim. There we go. Ahead doesn't wear rings or shredded skin, rich and fashionable. Judging by a board. Emblem. I don't know which one I want to do. Let's do this. Wait, no. I want to do this.
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything. I was after a British noble who takes boxing lessons but suffers from some liver issues. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Well, you're half correct. I am indeed Lord Andrew Craven. Your other guesses were wrong, but you still have the edge over that blasted medium.
Damn.
Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this Harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this.
Tell me about
How
the
does
diamond.
a priceless diamond become the subject of a séance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Rajah, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
Yes, this is new. This game only came out a couple days ago. And welcome to the stream, Trevor. I think Fred's still in here too. Also, check this out. I think it'll appear on stream, like the emojis or the whatever it's called. Yes, welcome, good sir. Let's go
Insist
on.
the medium robbed you during the séance. But what occurred exactly?
It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. That cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me and Emma fainted. I lit the candle and the diamond was gone.
I think my audio might have cut out a little bit. I'm going to look around.
Stay here and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
All right.
Ooh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
Let's talk to this guy first.
What happened here?
I swear
don't
he's
know.
imagining.
The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
Do you feel the presence of any supernatural entities at the moment?
Are you joking, sir? My nose is broken, this maniac wants to kill me, and you're asking about the spirits?
I suppose this can wait. I will investigate, and the culprit will be identified.
But the stubborn brute Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you can
Probably
reason with
could.
him? Please?
Was this covered on purpose?
Of course. It is very dangerous to leave a mirror exposed during a séance. The spirits may become enraged.
Or someone may notice the trick they should not see. There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass. This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical
Ectoplasm.
The
ghost was here, Sherry.
Of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need?
I've got a mind palace.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it.
Ah. Okay.
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charms.
Seems like you're ready to delve into your mind palace, Sherry. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
First, I want British.
Ooh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
This hefty chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall. One man even lifted.
At Cambridge, I was captain of the rugby team. It was no place for weaklings.
Some skulls over here.
Quite a display for the tremulous visitor.
How can you not love this stuff, Sherry? It adds so much atmosphere to the room.
I wonder what this mirror could have witnessed. Pale skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious. The feebleness of women.
Really, Sherry? Poor thing.
All evidence collected.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation,
Right.
sir.
How do I go to the Mind Palace? I can take pictures. See. There we go. Mind Palace. Ghosts of the past. Lady pointed across the table. Lord Craven punched. Combine clues. Courtyard witness. Lady Craven was pointing out the window. I'm sure she saw. Okay. Let's go back to clues. Nothing. Nope. Okay. So I need to look. Also. Let's look at another side. Okay.
It seems there may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
I hope it was the ghost of the Raja. Ooh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Ambiance.
Colliding
Ambiance.
with the wall, this chair is all but in pieces.
Do you love the ambiance, John? How do I interact with that? It's a heel.
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
I'm reserving judgment. You ghost hunting. This case gets more exciting by the minute.
A letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
That's a question I can answer.
Courtyards are made. So we're looking for a maid. Her heel's still there.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Don't be angry, sir, but I truly don't know.
Let's look around. The he'll go. Oh.
Size 4 with a broken heel. Rose D'Amour. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
So, definitely...
Our witness was a nosy maid.
Find your princess.
Searching the entire hotel could be difficult. Perhaps the other maids can help us find her.
Surely you must know something.
Do you know anything about this?
I would never deny you, sir, but I know nothing about this.
Bruh, you've been standing there for how long? You haven't noticed anyone come out.
May I ask for your assistance?
Oh, yes. I can tell you everything, sir.
Staff said that Lucia got a scolding from the chief. Wearing common shoes at work, she should be clean. Yeah, but what if I think it's her?
Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No, no. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the seance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
I don't want to lie.
A precious diamond was stolen during the seance. Lord Craven entrusted me with its recovery.
I'm sorry, sir, but we are forbidden to discuss the private matters of our guests.
Are you also forbidden from peeking into private rooms, Miss?
Saletta. Lucia Saletta, sir.
Tell me, Miss Saletta, what would your manager say if he knew you were spying on guests?
Let's get some Bob Rosses in here.
Please, sir, don't tell him. I have a family. I need this work.
I won't, but only if you answer my questions truthfully. And don't play coy. I can tell.
What did you see in the room?
Describe what happened during the seance.
It's not what I asked.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something. The medium started to whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest. A glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes! She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost. A sickly, evil thing.
Did you see anything else?
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
Somewhat what I
The
am.
medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
I suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
I have your account numbers memorized. See ya.
We all got what we wanted. She talked. I stay silent.
Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
So I need to go back to the seance room.
Lady Craven retired to her room to rest. Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
With enough clues, Sherlock can use imagination to reconstruct the past. Let me consult my... John has a diary? I'm gonna consult the Mind Palace. I still don't have enough. Why are you snapping? Stop snapping. Okay. And then she was out here. Can I walk out here? I can. What was that? Oh. The woman had to be right here in order to see that woman. Chair is thrown over here. So that means this guy has to be there. There we go. Let's validate that. What's up? Chaos 6.
Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything.
Monkas.
The medium
Indeed.
shrank back in
Monkey.
dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to
Can I get
quickly
monkeys in the
hide
chat?
ghost.
Is there a...
The lady was the only one
there an email
left
for that?
touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
I'll get some doggos in the chat.
It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here.
Yeah.
I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it.
I
What do you think
am.
it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish?
One thing I have predicted is the guy who's with me,
Oh, I love the ambiance.
his name is John. I'm pretty sure he's my imaginary friend. One thing you missed is we came back to wherever it is we grew up for our mother's death, and I'm pretty sure John is an imaginary friend to help us cope, but I'm not sure. It could just be a theory, a game theory. Let's see. Let me consult the casebook. Someone in the courtyard. I already did that. Curious maid test. I already did that. Probable thief. 226. So that's somewhere over here. 225. Wise.
This painting looks authentic, but it's just a talented imitation.
Interesting.
Whoa, what a breathtaking man. Those are the sharp eyes of a man with a bright mind.
I didn't know I could.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall?
What actions by Lady Craven arouse suspicions? Let's start. Lots of guests this summer. Your house keep. Son's bad acquaintances. Well, shoot.
Lady Craven is not who she is.
Let's try again. I've never done this. Discard. Discard. Okay. I overheard two staff members talking about Lady Craven. By their observation, she was on the lookout. Trying that. Okay. Cool. Oh, what happened?
You're
That's
here,
what happened.
at last. I didn't do that. I swear. I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You are the only one who can find the truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
Was Emma with you?
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting.
Where did you go
Where
next?
did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Where's the
Is Mr. Gallici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand.
What did you do
So
next?
what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Nearly an hour has passed, and you already have yourself a murder mystery, Sherlock. Why am I not surprised?
Why has no one talked to you, John, or acknowledged you? Looks like she was strangled and she cried.
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises. This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted. Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched.
Do you think she stole the stone?
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door.
I don't think I found... Oh, I did find everything. Okay, exit. Here. To Sherlock Holmes.
A neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of this? This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar. Several £1,000s, that's quite a fortune. Virtus audacta sapid, courage tastes bold. A unique family motto.
What else?
Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress.
The mystery deepens. A victim with a checkered past and poor taste.
A remarkably simple lock.
Let's consult the Mind Palace. Moth pen, moth ring. Luke and Emma could have met before. Alright. Go back to the Mind Palace. Lord Craven was in the room with Emma. Emma was strangled. Seance theft. I think the murderer left the diamond. Let's go back to clues. Just eliminate the options. Okay. Alright. Let's continue.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
I am needed elsewhere.
Let's investigate this place. I shall. You promised me compensation for misconduct, yet I will not receive a penny. You know, false hope. Maybe a lover? Something over here.
Someone was not happy with his post.
California theft continues. Servant. Okay.
Someone was not happy with his post.
Okay. I don't have all the evidence yet. Okay, let's provide evidence. Choose evidence. Dear Sir, formula theft continues. However, the ring has not been found. We had to free the servant as we were unable to provide. You promised me compensation for your gross misconduct in order to cover treatment.
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself, was she not dead already?
So it's possible she did take the items or the diamond. Sus? Yes, very sus. Lord Craven's testimony. No, probable thief.
I doubt I can help with this. Get to the point, Mr. Holmes.
I'm sorry. Let me just ask you about everything.
Stop wasting time. The murderer is getting away.
Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? That's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week. Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Can I not ask
Do
you?
something about it, Holmes.
I guess I may be asked.
I did not do it.
the
You
wrong.
know that.
Thanks. Let's go back to the Mine Palace. Emma was stealing. Okay. I don't think he caught her with the diamond. Luca could know Emma was a thief. The medium Luca could have known Emma was a thief and that she was trying to frame her for her crime. Let's go back to the clues. Okay. Hidden jewels. I can't do anything more there. Is there anything else I can do? Can't go out there.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Now we can talk for trying to get into room 25. 225. Lord Craven cannot control his temper. True. But it's too easy to just say it's too easy to just say he killed her.
Give me the key to Luca Galici's room. I need to talk to him about the events of the séance.
I suppose you are an impartial outsider. All right, but please do not give it to Lord Craven. We do not want to see our reputation damaged further.
Awkward. We still don't know what a nasty surprise awaits upstairs.
Hush. No need to cause another ruckus. The last thing we want is the police to come meddling.
I swear John has to be imaginary. Let's see. See, how is he on the bed? And that's so weird.
I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the séance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control.
He's too
Also,
cocky.
the ghost again, so they may attempt to handcuff it.
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
Observe. Why can't I move there? Okay, there we go. Trained in sleight of hand. Seems malnourished. Unless he's the ghost. Oh, you think John's a ghost? I could be. But I think it's in Sherlock's head. Former thief become.
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The spirits will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits prefer clarity of mind and soul.
It's all in your head.
Tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact, I did hear noises. That Craven is a very loud man, but I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a
He's
medium.
gonna.
Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk.
Provide evidence. Evidence.
The spirits are silent, and so am I.
That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Galici. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence indeed. I suspect it is a common theme in jewelry.
Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
Free? I guess we have to go to the Mind Palace. Not yet.
A familiar substance. It's the ectoplasm that stained the seance table, but this time, there's enough for analysis.
Visit estate since I was my husband. I feel that my life. I was last able to speak to my husband through you. I feel that my life has changed completely. I cannot wait until I speak to him again. I am anxious.
Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
Or weapons and defenses.
Someone is making the most of his stay.
Can you blame the man? I'd say he's not ordering enough.
This is all just a big misunderstanding.
Alright, let's consult our Mind Palace. Yeah. Mistreated. Clues. Think that. I want to gather more evidence before I make my accusation. Bring Luca is murder. He couldn't stop himself from killing, even though he could have just told the police everything. Luca fought for his life. I think we still need all the evidence. chemical analysis. Oh, this is interesting. Alright. All evidence is collected. I want to believe that it is... why is it telling me to go to the mine house? Oh.
Luca Gallicci, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
No.
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it
doing
helped
editing
that this
and
was not
typing
your
no
first
slot,
encounter with
so
Miss Emma.
I started putting E's in the end of words. Interesting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sherlock.
How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives. It is done, Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
I don't know how you figured it out.
Awesome.
But yes.
I made the right
I
choice.
killed her. I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too. But only so our gang, the Moths, could steal from those snobs. She betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She didn't. I came to her afterwards, pleading that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
What do you guys want to do? You must be punished, or I'll give you a chance. Really? I think you're the only one who's in... I think I might just do uphold the law.
Murder is murder, Luca. You could have told Lord Craven the truth and seen Miss Emma's downfall, but you could not restrain yourself.
He would never believe me.
We will never know. Still, perhaps a jury will be more easily swayed. If not, you'll get to see your friends in jail again soon.
We'll meet again, Holmes. I will get you, in this life or the next. Get your hands off me.
He murdered the woman who put him in jail. Should we be worried?
Fear not, John. Unlike Miss Emma, I will see him coming.
Diamond in the
That
rough.
was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond
Yeah,
in your pocket, that's what happens.
I don't know how to pronounce
Wealth
that.
is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line,
But it is a
Sherlock
weird
and I
spelling.
will do just about anything, even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
Ah, figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to
So how are you doing today? You streaming today? Chaos? Awesome, I got money. Just got an Invisible Corporations notification that a new video is out.
A free ride for every hotel visitor.
Yes,
Just tell me where
sir.
to go.
Hey, man, I appreciate the view. If you're just editing, lurking. Oh, I didn't want to leave.
Is everything alright? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John.
Oh, we're visiting our mom's grave.
I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
Hey, man, you gotta eat.
So you really don't remember?
Grab some sustenance, you know?
Funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
She might be alive. Mycroft and I had left for London just after the funeral. Let's get out of this. What am I looking at?
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then.
Just
I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything.
Talk to that guy now.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
Alright. Dead mom. I don't know if you missed it, but
Seems familiar, John.
John is imaginary. My prediction was right, and it's right here. My imaginary friend John. A pocket watch. Seems familiar.
Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother.
Alright. Let's inspect the watch.
This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently.
Candle.
A candle in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour.
Is this really
Hey! What was that?
This is my
Thanks,
mother's watch, John.
thanks for the raid.
Who put it here and why?
Cyclonic
Are you
Woofles.
not in the slightest bit interested?
Welcome to the stream. We are streaming Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. This is my first look on it. And I have played some of the previous games. This is by far my favorite one so far. Just because it's very interesting. And I don't even know what time. It's later than I thought it was. But I plan on playing until I have to leave. But welcome to the stream. You hear the howling, you know we are near. Better beware, this chaotic wolf pack is here. Let's get chaotic. Hey man, let's get some emotes in the chat, you know? I got the emote wall up if you wanted to spam it. Yep. Oh, thanks for the raid, Wiffles. So far we're visiting our dead mom. So it's a lovely note. Someone lit a candle and left a pocket watch on my mother's grave. We are trying to find out who the mysterious visitor is. And there's still I think there's still something I can do here. Let's talk to our imaginary friend.
Sherlock. Can you not let the mystery be?
Hey!
Oh, it's that ridiculous artist from the hotel.
Mr.
I didn't even
Holmes,
see him over here.
Did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name.
Who is this guy?
I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was
scandal.
Moriarty.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Codona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, a diligent observer might note that you too were loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. And what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
Who is this guy?
Are you all right, Sherry?
Sus?
Take as long as you need.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
Let's consult our book. I forget what it's called. Hey, there's a blimp. Police station.
Stark do this, Stark do that. I'm not a clerk, damn it. How am I supposed to get those records now? Yes? What is it? Would you like to report a crime?
No, I wouldn't. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I want to use the police archives.
Wouldn't we all?
I'm serious.
So am I. Officer Logan locked himself inside and he's not letting anyone in.
But why the archives? Won't that stall everyone's work?
You bet it will. He's looking up all the thieves in Cordona over the past decade. Say one thing for Logan. He's persistent.
What happened exactly?
A tailoress from Scalardio's been robbed. Logan spent 2 whole days at the shop sketching the thief, and she still insists that it's all wrong. That shrew drove him up the wall, she did.
Would you mind if I talk to this tailoress? I could get you the sketch in no time.
Get off your high horse, mister. You think you're better than our sketch artist?
Actually, I'm quite certain I am. Let me prove it.
Well, I see no harm in it, as long as it gets Logan out of there. In fact, I need to look up some records too. Here's the address. Good luck.
I think 2 evidence updated. Compass mark.
I'm pleased to meet you, Ma'am. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm here to sketch the thief for the police investigation.
Oh, another one. I hope you'll be more patient than the previous sketches, Signore.
I don't know why I would do it differently.
I suggest we do it differently. You have a great many clothes here, haven't you?
Why, of course, but they're not for sale. I only do tailoring and mending.
No matter. I'll attempt to disguise myself as the thief, and you'll tell me if I get it right.
As you wish, Signor Holmes.
Can you describe the thief for me?
He was all ugly and beat up looking. An utter rascal if ever I'd seen one. He gave me a nasty look from behind his glasses and then made himself scarce.
And that's it? Could you be more specific?
He was a total villain, I told you. How much more specific do you want me to be?
All right, never mind. Where can I find the clothes?
They're in my workshop at the back. Be careful, won't you?
So, this is going to be freaking awesome. It's hard to tell, but I'm really geeking out because in the last game I played, we were able to change his outfit, and I really like his outfit, and I'm very excited to see what all aspects we can actually change. Like, this is a really cool thing to add to a game. You'll hit dead ends with your investigations if you don't dress appropriately. Luckily, Sherlock. Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome. That's really cool. I could have Robert Downey Jr. glasses. That'd be cool if I could have Robert Downey Jr. glasses, you know? I want a mustache. No, I don't. Those look pathetic. Fake bruises, light makeup, old man makeup, fake bruises. Oh, John can have a...
What can I do for you, Sherlock? What can I do for you, Sherlock?
Nothing.
Something isn't right.
How do I get... What is it I need to dress up as? Allowed me to use the clothes in her disguise myself. The thief would look like an utter rascal. He was beaten up and was wearing glasses. Beaten up and wearing glasses. Oh, I can't change clothes hairs. Interesting.
He did wear glasses, but not like those. His were angular and evil-looking.
All right, I'll try another pair.
Your face is too innocent now.
What do you mean, too innocent?
There was something evil about his face. Like a mustache. Yes, the kind that all villains twirl as they plot their evil plans.
I'd say that not all villains wear moustaches, but I get your point, Mom.
Professor Moriarty. That's the only one I have.
No, those clothes are wrong. He was dressed in a very fancy beige suit. Must have stolen it from someone. No doubt about it.
All right, I've got it.
I don't have any more shirts. Oh. There's still more stuff I can collect. Oh, this is so cool.
He was wearing a hat. Didn't I tell you about the hat? It didn't go well with his suit. That man had no dress sense at all.
Well, what did it look like?
Oh, just a regular hat, you know, black. Ah, it's you. I mean, it's him. It's him.
Excellent. Now I can make a sketch and take it to the police.
Yes, please do. That rascal is still on the loose. I hope they are better at catching than sketching.
Before I go, Mom, are you quite certain that you don't have any clothes to sell?
Well, I suppose you can take the police uniform. An officer forgot it here years ago, and I don't have any use for it. If you want to buy clothes, visit the outfitters. You can find them all over Codorna.
Oh, that's
Here they
awesome.
even do free rentals now. Let me show you where the nearest one is.
Thank you very much.
Woo! What do we have? We can change clothes. Oh. Sherlock suit, police uniform, consulting detective, Victorian vampire, police cap, gangster's blinder. Vampire Spailer. Ice Cream John. Partner Cohen Toil. That's cool.
again, officer. I've spoken to the tailoress and made a sketch of the thief. It was child's play.
No, really? And she didn't give you any trouble?
No, no trouble at all. She was quite tolerable.
Huh. Who would have thought? Hey, Logan, we've got the sketch. Come on out.
Can I use the archives now?
Well, they're generally not accessible to the public. But you really helped us out, so I'll just turn a blind eye.
I appreciate it, officer.
What did you say your name was? Holmes? Come and see me after you're done. I may have a proposition for you, Mr. Holmes.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for your proposition. Time for the archives. Werner Vogel is a man that left. He also mentioned other staff. Grand Soiree. Subjects. Victims. Crimes. Violent crimes. Search. Missing police files. Case of Violet Holmes there. Hey, looky there. We got it. We just found a letter. We just found a letter. Let's see. Oh, we got it already.
John, I just recalled that we were living here on Cordona in a manor. And there was a policeman.
Really? What else do you remember? What happened to our mother?
The memory was vague, a mere flash. I have to find our house.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
I'm done with the archives for now. Can I help you with anything else?
As a matter of fact, you can. The thing is, our chief inspector has vanished, as if we weren't undermanned enough.
I'm gonna be real.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm gonna be back real
Gone missing
quick.
on a case. Shady business, but that's besides the point. See that board? Pending cases are posted there for any available officers to investigate. I would take them myself, except that I've been told to work the reception desk, like some clerk. Yes, we're that short-handed.
I understand your predicament, but what does any of it have to do with me? I may be available, but I'm certainly not an officer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Consider yourself a temporary one-man independent police force. That's a bit of a mouthful. There's just one small, minor basic formality. You'll need to complete our physical training course. Easy.
Well, I'm not one to balk at a spot of exercise. What must I do?
That's the spirit. Sergeant Ermy will show you the ropes. Follow me.
I'm back, guys. I just wanted to pour a bowl of cereal. I'm starving. So I missed what Werner Vogel was telling us.
So, you're a newcomer. We must be desperate to ask untrained civilians for help.
You're lucky to have a well-trained civilian with a brand new auto pistol in his arsenal.
An automatic? A bit of a braggart, aren't you?
Are you trying to test me already?
That is why you're here, boy. On
need to verify your skills before I can allow you to catch criminals. The first targets are in the next room. You know what to do with them. I'll join you in a while to see the results.
We're gonna show this officer up.
Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit every target to show the sergeant how we do it.
Proceed to the next room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork. Move on to the next room, new boy.
Come on, Sherry. It's just like in childhood.
Just like in childhood. From of what? Who am I shooting that?
Steady, Sherry. Steady. And go.
I don't know what
Favorite mannequins for attack. Let's strike them ninja style. Aim for where you might take advantage and don't forget the environment.
I could do this all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's move on.
Okay. We can move on.
Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely on our wits. Shoot off their own. Hooray! Alright, let's... If you stand here and use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry. It's all calculated.
X?
Look at that helmet of his. You won't be able to get the powder past it.
Helpful advice, John. I would never have guessed.
Good job, new boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results.
Okay. And?
Well, I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary targets.
I'll handle it just as easily.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men. Your task is to detain them, not to kill them. So don't go shooting anyone in the eye. That goes for in the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill. Here, take these. They are blank rounds. So, are you ready?
Always ready.
Then let's get cracking.
Not at all. I can hit them all with one shot.
Good luck, Sherry, and remember, the surroundings are your playground.
I'm coming for you.
Oh shit.
I'm coming.
Won't work this way.
I'm coming for you.
Move up. Shit.
I couldn't miss the party.
There we go.
Too simple. Don't cry, you'll...
The snuff's ready. Time to knock this guy out.
the rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff.
What? What about the
That's
pepper
enough.
snuff?
You've proved yourself. Congratulations on the arrests. I can't believe you did so well with the close combat.
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate. You are now an authorized crime scene consultant. Well, it's now your duty to make this city a safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification. Congratulations.
Now you're a certified crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Hiyo.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
Let's see what we want to do next. Let's go to our mind powers. Oh, we can connect those. Okay. What's up, stream? Stonewood Manor. Grand Surrey. Shattered memory. Let's see. Map. Okay. How do I fast travel? There we go.
Hey, Sherry. There's post here. And it seems as if the letter was...
Sherlock, I hope this letter does not reach you, for it would mean you have committed to your absurd flight of fancy. The past is the past. To expend any more time and energy retreating one step is at best childish indulgence, and at worst pathological weakness. Consumption is an ugly end, and you were better off for not witnessing it, despite all your protestations. One presumes by now you have visited our mother's final resting place. I trust this has satisfied your impetuous impulses and frees you to return to London at once. It is time to turn your back on what was and help to shape what could be. The nation needs you.
After reading that, I am even less eager to return home than before.
That's the Mycroft I know. That's the Mycroft.
Okay. I feel like this game gets better and better.
There she is. Our old manor. It's smaller than I remember.
You were a couple of feet shorter back then, Sherry. Or maybe it's bigger on the inside.
Hmm.
Look at the ash all over the door. I don't recall hearing of a
Seems
fire.
to be a
We don't have to stay here.
some
You can afford
bugs.
another night or two at the hotel.
It's stuck.
Oh well, let's just head back. They probably haven't even stripped our room yet.
Come on. Must be locked.
Move aside. Let me have a go. Seems fine to me, Sherry. This barrier, perhaps it's mental, not physical.
Or perhaps the rest of us are simply constrained by reality, John. I wonder if there's a key secreted somewhere in the garden.
Take a look around, Sherlock. I'm sure you'll discover something.
I did not expect these to still be here. It was enjoyable to practice using real handcuffs to make an arrest. An irreplaceable tool for catching a thief.
Hey, that's Wooden Joe. He was always the best at playing criminals.
And this must be the reason our suspect was apprehended. Wood and glass, oh, very precious. Funny, Wooden Joe reminds me of the trouble we once got in with the police. Do you remember, John?
Somewhat. Maybe we can recall more details.
Oh, am I gonna have to recover more details? Yeah. John suggested I try to remember the full story about the policeman and criminal.
The policeman brought us both home, John. That's why he was here.
I'm pretty sure he brought something else with him too. Do you remember what it was? I bet it was our reward.
No, we were not so lucky. It was a set of lockpicks that we had used to sneak into someone's house. That's why we were arrested.
Did someone come out to investigate all the commotion?
It was Mycroft. He smoothed things over and convinced the policeman not to press charges. The officer left and never returned. But we had to endure a serious talking to from my brother. Mycroft wasn't happy about the fact that we were arrested. It felt like he lectured us for hours.
Did we give him something afterwards, Sherry?
Oh, yes. Yes, now I remember. It was a letter. That's why we snuck into the house. Mycroft asked us to. He wasn't angry we stole, but that we got caught.
Oh, that's right. It must have been only a couple of months after we moved to Cordona. Ugh, the good old days.
Whoa. How very odd. It appears that memory stood between me and the manor. It's as if my mind palace had seeped into the real world. This deserves further investigation. Perhaps there's more to discover inside.
As long as there is a comfortable place to put my feet up, I'll be happy. Maybe a chaise longue.
Aha! In we go.
Alright. Let's go. Field arrest. Shattered memory.
Home sweet
One of the
home,
first
Jerry.
things I saw when entering this house as a child. It's like
We have been instructed that a public auction will take place.
And I was wondering why it's so empty in here.
There may be a small chance that some of our property could be found among local traders' wares. Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
Home sweet home, Sherry.
Something did happen that day, but no one can tell us the details. How can that be?
Agreed. It's rather suspicious. Home sweet home, Sherry.
Mycroft's umbrella, the only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Another memory incoming, Sherry.
Strange. I struggle to recall anything about the day we moved in. The only detail I'm sure of is that it was raining early that morning. This trip was a challenge for our mother. I tried to help her. There was always a hat on our stand, but I'm sure it did not belong to Mycroft. Our mother brought a slew of belongings with her. She refused to leave a single thing in London. Mycroft had to spend the whole day dealing with it.
Do you feel it? Is it the air shimmering, or is it my imagination? You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Your neighbors will be told that
There
Mrs.
we
Holmes
go.
is suffering from tuberculosis. It is common to move closer to the sea in such cases.
Thank you, Dr. Richter. No, Sherlock, step away from her. Upstairs. Go to your room.
Lean on me, Mother. Take your time.
Actually, I never heard her coughing. I remember now.
Oh, I feel dizzy. It's stuffy in here,
Sorry.
isn't it?
John, are you all right?
I'll be okay in a minute. How about we find our room in the meantime?
Look at this. It's like traveling 10 years into the past with a single step. Oddly satisfying. Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets. Oh, these must be the notes of my earliest observations. We wanted to locate a particular dog we'd spotted, and we met it, didn't we? I'll never forget how challenging it was to obtain this simple sketch.
Isn't that the same sketch we did earlier?
This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now. Oh, it reminds me of our neighbour. He had the same balloon in his yard, only bigger. Do you remember?
Yes. We visited him several times while living here.
Coal dust from Miner's End, sandy dirt from the old city. We scoured the island top to bottom for these soil samples.
That's pretty cool.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity. Look at this, John. Remember how desperately I wanted to learn the violin? I never had a proper opportunity.
Such a shame. I always hated the rule about being silent in this place.
The only fiction book on my table. I can still hear my mother reading it to me. So many pleasant evenings were spent here with the Encyclopedia Americana.
Nerd.
Interesting. What's that over there?
Oh, it's a doorknob key.
This doorknob has a cross-shaped end. Too intricate to be merely a handle.
You know what? That definitely looks like a key. Let's poke around and see if we can find any secrets.
A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring into the sky. I've definitely found a better use for it.
You mean for spying on people?
Shut your mouth. Rat. We have a Don't remember that we had a hidden treasure room. Dares me to find it. Looking for a family friend.
Wasn't that neighbour missing a finger?
That does sound vaguely familiar. Wasn't his name, Theodore? Theodore Gilden, perhaps?
It's the perfect time to investigate.
Is there another? Looks like a key.
Perfect match. My small archive of crime clippings. Maybe I should pick up this habit again. Still has a faint odor of tobacco, one of the few things on this island that smell like home. Made of cherry wood. Father's favourite.
I knew you'd find it in no time.
Destruction and trampled ground.
It's as if a storm went through here.
Oh man.
He was certainly under pressure.
How do you know?
Oof. Contortionist you were not. Disjointed vertebrae. Difficult to say if it was a way to start or finish him off. A kneecap reduced to splinters. A belt from a dressing gown. Curious. A missing pinky, middle-aged. It's none other than Theodore Gilden.
Oh boy, Sherlock. Another death means another question.
And we shall answer the question. It's far too interesting to give it up to the police.
Just walking on the dead, you know.
An amount of attention that most can only dream of. A royal suite for a favourite pet.
Plenty of food to satisfy even the most fastidious.
Didn't we get to fly in it as children? I doubt it could hold my weight today. Hog heaven. It's seen a lot of use. The blade is worn from grinding. A sailor's knife, useful for cutting wet and thick ropes. A coal gas tank, enough to pump up an airship. Fresh signs of impact. A rough landing led to an altercation with this shed.
He was certainly under pressure.
A strong pull broke this leash.
Poke the elephant with this? Really? People are hopeless.
A pool of blood and saliva, possibly as a result of impact.
Sherlock, take a picture of the footprint. It's valuable evidence. This photograph can help us find the old article about the elephants. The front page was fascinating. It was hard to believe as a child.
True. We may need it in our investigation.
Oh, I play as John for these types of things. That's cool.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
In a fit of rage, the elephant broke the chain and threw its victim on the ground with a fierce power. Escaping the scene, it pulled the body with it, but dropped it at the gate. At least some of this was witnessed by a third party who was hurled against the shed. The elephant can't have gone too far. I can still track it.
I suppose you find it. Then what? Push it all the way back to the manor? He was certainly under pressure.
The elephant barged into this cart of olive oil.
What if we're lucky and he slipped and fell somewhere along the way? So many jokes I could think of. Okay, hear me out. If an elephant falls in the forest and there's no one around to...
John, no.
Oh, you're such a killjoy.
I think I lost the trail.
strange. It was hung with care. The game has escaped us for now. We'll find a solution to the elephant problem later.
Cordona Chronicle.
Stop the presses. Who is Cordona's handsome stranger? Or nosebagger spurns local life? Wait, no. Foppish foreigner hides dark past. Oh, you've made quite the impression already, Mr. Holmes. You care to tell your side of the story?
I'm quite certain I have no idea as to what you refer, and I am further certain I have no interest in indulging your gossip.
Gossip? The truth will come out, but will only be heard if told well. Scandal, daring-do, romance. These are the tools of every good journalist. Nothing travels faster or lasts longer than a great story. Young man, your tale will be told with or without you. My readers demand it.
You already knew my name and seem aware of my doings here in Cordona. I presume this newspaper is your little endeavor?
Yasmin Sertel, editor-in-chief of the Cordona Chronicle, advocate of the free press, voice of the people, scourge of the silk stocking.
Charmed, I'm sure. As an advocate of the free press, I trust you'll permit me to consult your archives? There are gaps in my knowledge of Cordona.
Oh, so my work does have merit. Well, I think we can strike a bargain. I shall provide you access, and you let me keep writing about your exploits.
So be it.
Brooding bachelor builds bridges. Now that's character development.
I guess I owe you my gratitude.
What can I say? I've always enjoyed working with the Holmes. They whisper such interesting things.
Who is she talking about? Be a woman.
A coal gas tank, enough to pump up an airship. Hog heaven.
Why do I get the worst jobs?
This young lady has a childish interest for her age.
Gosh, what a mansion.
I can always recognize the spirit of a true artist.
You. Who are you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. Theodore Gilden was...
Did you kill him? Did you kill the elephant?
It's not in the yard anymore. It escaped into the forest.
You can't let it go. What if it returns?
I highly doubt that, Miss...
Imogen Gilden. Please, I beg of you, find that dreadful beast that killed my father.
I suppose we do need to learn what happened.
Can you tell me what happened? From the very start.
I was here, so I didn't see how it began. My father visits the enclosure every morning to wake up Goliath.
I don't like her voice.
Today, I heard the elephant scream. I've never heard such a horrifying sound. My heart stopped. I knew something was wrong. I looked through my window and saw how it lifted my father up by his neck. I rushed downstairs. I saw it dragging my father as if he were a doll. I threw stones at it. It dropped my father's body and charged outside, screaming. Its roar was almost human. I was frightened, so I ran inside and hid here.
Theodore.
Well, it was the most probable outcome, living with a giant wild animal such as that.
How can you be so cold?
'Cause
Goliath
I'm a
murdered
prick.
my father, Mr. Holmes. He mustn't be allowed to get away with it.
Well, thank you for the information, Miss Gilden. I did have some questions for your father. Perhaps you might help me with them?
I wasn't privy to much of my father's life, and it's very hard to think of anything at all with Goliath still loose. Please, Mr. Holmes.
Very well. Do you mind if I ask you more questions if I find anything that might help?
Anything to catch that monster.
Provide evidence.
I've nothing to say about this.
Did you observe anyone else in the yard? Any of your servants, perhaps?
Servants? Do you imagine that we would have any with Goliath? No one wishes to work in this house, even for double pay. I didn't see anyone else. Only my father and that diabolical beast. I've nothing to say about this.
Had Goliath been aggressive before?
It's dangerous, but it was never aggressive near my father. My father would do anything for Goliath. All the elephant had to do was clap its ears.
You envied him, the elephant, I mean?
Our house is called the House of Ivory. I've heard some people refer to me as the Ivory Girl, and my room stinks of the animal, as if it's me who lives in a pen and not Goliath. It's not envy, Mr. Holmes. It's just incredibly difficult to live like this.
Miss Gilden, I was on this island 10 years ago, and your father knew my mother. I believe I even had the opportunity to ride that balloon outside, but I do not recall seeing you.
I lived at my late mother's in Sheffield at the time. I'm in no spirit to reminisce right now. The elephant is out there.
You've never heard the name Violet Holmes before? Perhaps your father...
Please, Mr. Holmes. With that beast roaming free, I can't think of anything.
Please shut up. Evidence updated. Describe how the she heard screaming. She could only see her father being infected. Oh yeah, I'm not done searching the house yet.
A commendable effort to barricade the windows.
Who's a cute bird?
It was dancing.
Who's a cute bird?
False idols? Oh, sounds utterly dreary. She packed as much as she could carry. The
same dull poses on all romantic photographs. So idyllic. Enjoy your happily ever after before it stales.
Hey, Sherry, we need to talk.
Oh, do we now, John?
You found false idols. We need to find the remaining two.
What does bazooka even mean? Would this paper be good for anything but blowing one's nose on?
They're not rubbish, Sherry. There's something more. I'm serious.
Very well. I doubt it'll be worth it, but I will find them for you, John.
You'll thank me later. They're some of the most imaginative books I've ever read.
What did you say?
Speaking aloud helps me think. The nicest spot in the room. Mr. Gilden spent hours of his life right here.
Staring at an elephant's backside. What a wonderful life.
Quite the spectrum. From the history of the Roman Empire to conspiracy theories of the French Revolution. Mother. It's nice to see her young and smiling. From before Mycroft was born. Our family loves to prod at the past.
Holmes's desire to rake up the past is hereditary.
A catchy title. What's so special about this place? Another elephant? A partnership annulled with a single stroke of a pen. I should take a photograph of the plans. I don't want to carry them around. His second child? An apparent son and heir, I'd say. A relatively functional choice to replace the finger. Oh, the pungent stench of an animal.
Did Theodore seek some pink elephants with this?
I think Miss Gilden has barely matured. I think they were closer than you and me, John.
I'm hurt. Looks eccentric and smells eccentric.
Gotta go back in and talk to her. I got to go up there and talk to her about the evidence I discovered. Provide evidence.
I found this. Who's this young lad next to you, your faithful knight?
Paul, he's my pirate. He's not really a pirate. I just call him that. It probably sounds very silly.
Your secret is safe in my hands. Does Paul work somewhere? What is his surname?
His name is Paul Perks. He and his yacht Whirlpool are the champions of the Salacia Yacht Club. He sails there. I'll show you where it is on the map if you need to meet him.
A yachting champion? Oh, well, that will be a first. I prefer dry land. And so does my suit.
I guess I have more evidence. Just Okay, this smells truly terrible.
A. Swift, is this name familiar to you? Your father had it removed from this plan.
Oh, that's Arthur Swift. I've seen him a couple of times here. He works with my father in the old city, digging up something ancient.
He is an archaeologist?
That's the word, yes. But to be truthful, I really don't think Mr. Swift is fit to be one. I've just learnt a lot about archaeology from my favourite book series. Oh, they are page-turners.
Inspirational, I'm sure, but would you happen to know where this Mr. Swift might be found?
I don't, but perhaps you can find out somewhere. My father's work with him is all official. Lots of boring legal papers with signatures and stuff.
These bags of yours, it looks as if you've packed your entire room. Were you planning on going somewhere?
My partner and I, we wanted a change, a fresh start abroad. But now I have to stay here. Here, an orphan.
And, which part of the elephant is in here? It's quite pungent.
Oh, that. It's elephant sweat. Father believed that it might replace traditional ambergris.
Well, that's true entrepreneur spirit.
Oh, I can keep asking.
How can you read something like this? It's hard to swallow, and that's not due to the hard cover.
You're hardly serious. Any library without Nabe and Laura is incomplete. If you can read, then these books are an absolute must. Love and adventure. They're about life.
Oh, I wasn't aware that exploding pyramids were a part of daily life on Cordona.
You haven't seen life, so you might try reading about it at least.
Thanks for your input. Here's my mind vanish. Another challenge. Ivory baths, construction plan. Southern Grand Surrey. I don't know how I get in.
May I ask you something?
Always glad to help a lady.
Hey, what's up? Mention that Paul missed the race and no one has seen him since this morning. Might be in his room south of the yacht club. South of the yacht club? So is that down here? No women in the boat. No women in the workshop. I'm gonna change back.
The Champion's Whirlpool. Pool's bread and butter.
should have a warning to cover your ears. We can become pirates and show them what should be stored in here. We can become pirates and show them what should be stored in here.
Oh.
Bloodied bandages. Has someone been hurt?
Where would a champion hide a key?